Tribute to Scott Skinner.
Oh, well, that's more of which later, because we're so thrilled that Paul Anderson is here to tell us a lot more about what's happening on Saturday. Neil Salters has just popped by. Not that we've rehearsed anything, but that's never stopped us.
On the wrong side of the camera today.
Not stopped us, but Marjorie the Great Astrologers with Bertie the Dog. The golfer is in Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why he was.
We're all on the wrong side of the camera
We're
today.
all on the wrong side of the camera. So welcome wherever you may be. It's lovely to have you with us in the kitchen on this rather chilly April day in the northeast of Scotland. But we've got some superb musicians. Paul, thank you for coming, because you big concert this week.
Well, Frank, when I was a Skinner-tastic set, they played us tunes by James Scott Skinner, because we've got
I'm stealing his thunder here.
Oh, that's all right, I can one or two more, but we've got a fundraising concert for the Scott Skinner Memorial, which is a life-size bronze statue that's going to go somewhere in Bunbury. So then we booked the Music Hall, which is a great venue. And we're going to have 90 fiddlers, I think, on stage. So that's the Bankery Suspend Reel's the kind of core for that. And then we have members of the Aberdeen Suspend Reel, Eithin fiddlers, Geary fiddlers, Strathbogie fiddlers, Fochabers fiddlers, and the Elgin Suspend Reel. So that it's a proper celebration of fiddle music for the North
Cast
East.
of thousands.
There is, including yourself.
Including
And they're all playing the same tune.
We're all playing the same tune. It's all you're going to know. There will be a vast variety. Nobody's playing Skinner tunes, of course, but there'll certainly be a few. I mean, I'll predominantly be playing Skinner tunes myself, but we've also got Fiona Donaldson singing, Fiona singing as well as being the host for the evening, and we have Ross Ainsley and Timmy D, who are just probably some of the best musicians in Scotland for traditional music, certainly. And then we have the Invercalled Highlanders are going to be the Honor Guard. And we're coming along because they're going to escort Fiona onto the stage. It'll be quite a thing.
I can't wait. I mean, there's going to be some times in your life where you're escorted on by.
But they should carry on in a throne, actually.
Sedan
chair. But that'll be quite a bit of spectacle. It's they got in touch, said, could we do something to to help, so it will be a bit of a spectacle. So they are actually going to line up in front of the music hall before it starts, and they're going to have a piper who's going to be playing, and so there'll be six of these big guys lined up, bringing a wee bit of Highland splendour to the middle of Aberdeen. So
that's exciting. I'm excited about it. Well, so we'll put a link up later about how you can get your tickets if you haven't got your tickets already. It's clearly going to be a fantastic night, and just for the spectacle of being walked onto the stage, never has that happened.
well, I'll tell you this, they're big loons, because I was at a thing in Ballater last year. It was the 150th anniversary of the foundation of the Albert Hall. There's a Victorian Albert Hall, and so the king come to this, and the Invercold Highlanders formed an honour guard, and so I ken them all. So I was starting to speak to them. So we had a photo team in it, and I felt little.
Oh.
Seriously, I'm a little bit. I mean, I felt seriously. All four of the guys were towering above me. They were about 6.5 feet, every one of them. So
At 5'3", I'm good. Well, I think a throne is the right way to go forward.
You'll be all of that excitement.
Are you going to start off with a Skinner song
Just now?
Just now, yeah.
I can play something. We were talking about this. I was trying to get Frank to play the president, and then he said, "No, but you could play it." Yeah, I'll play a bit of that. It's a little. It was supposed to be called the Kaiser originally, and there was a time when the Queen Victoria's grandkids they all got on fairly well. I think there's a famous photo of there's the Tsar of Russia, there's the Kaiser, there's Edward the Seventh, was it 7th or 6th? I can't remember. Yeah, it was 7th. So they're all there in a photo with Queen Victoria. Of course, things turned sour eventually. They got very competitive, and it was kind of quite anti-German sentiment. That's why St. Petersburg was changed. They changed the name because it was too German sounding in Russia. So Skinner was in America, and going to play this Kaiser, and somebody chucked up and says, "Oh, this is America. We don't have Kaisers and Tsars. We have a president." So he changed the name. So that got the name the president. So
a history lesson for nothing. That's.
I remember this one from the Tivoli. I think we played it in the Tivoli last year, if I remember right.
Did I play that?
Yeah, I think so. It's just amazing. Well done.
Well, I hope I got away with it, because it's a
you did.
hell of a thing.
Right.
That's all I have for it. I thought that was enough of that. So.
But that is quite. You wouldn't instantly think that was Scottish at all, or written by a Scot.
No,
I mean,
really.
it's absolutely in the classical.
It's like
idiom.
a Chrysler study or something like that. Skinner was. I mean, he could play spades and reels, but he was highly trained as a violinist. So he would play classical music, and I think he felt like he was stretching the boundaries. I think today as a Scottish fiddle player, but it's not really particularly Scottish sounding, but it's composed by a Scottish violinist.
What a range.
So it's a bit of an exercise.
Well,
Is that
I
about as
don't
high
really
as
like it that much.
is that about as high as you can go on the...
No, you can go higher, but I mean, it's high enough.
It's up to
Will we stay in the northeast near us? One of the songs that we probably will sing on Saturday is Farewell to Tarworthy. And for those of you who don't know, Tarworthy is 2 miles from Strichen. Now, if that doesn't mean anything to you either, it's sort of northeast of Scotland, Fraser way, and it goes back to the mid-1800s when a man called George Scroggie was I can't speak and listen at the same time. Yes, where was I? George Scroggie was a draper, and he couldn't make enough money as a draper, so he ended up going to become a whaler, and this is the story. Farewell to Tarworthy, adieu Mormont Hill, and the dear land of Crimond, I bid ye farewell. I'm bound now for Greenland and ready to sail, in hopes to find riches, a-hunting the whale. Farewell to my comrades, for a while we must part. Likewise to the dear lass who first won my heart. The cold ice of Greenland my love will not chill, but the longer my absence, the more loving she'll feel. Our ship is wheel-rigged and she's ready to sail. Our crew, they are anxious to follow the whale, where the icebergs do float and the stormy winds blow, where the land and the ocean covered with snow. Oh, the cold land of Greenland is barren and bare. No seed time, no harvest is ever known there. The birds here sing sweetly on mountain and dale, but there is nae a birdie to sing to the whale. There is no habitation for man to live there, and the king of that country is the wild Greenland bear. And there'll be no temptation to tarry long there. With our ship bumper full, we will homeward repair. Farewell to Tarworthy, the true Mormont Hill, and the dear land of Crimond, and bid ye farewell. I'm bound now for Greenland and ready to sail, in hopes to find riches, today, Paul, we're going to have so many musicians taking part. Is it going to be all Skinner music?
No.
No. Well,
No,
we're obviously not going to be
Well, I
doing
mean,
Skinner music.
predominantly I will.
Yes, but there's going to be a range of...
The masked fiddlers, the sets are really, they've been chosen by Jane Davidson, who conducts the Barncastle Spain Reel. So they're the heart of it, because that's where the statue's going to go.
Yeah.
So Jane has chosen the set, so it's a mixture. I would say about maybe half of the tunes are Skinner tunes, because that's partly why they were founded originally in the 1930s. So it was as a means of promoting and looking after his music and his legacy, but Scottish fiddling generally, but Skinner was certainly at the forefront of that. So
that's been a tremendous sort of catapulting of Scottish music the world wide over, hasn't it?
Well, I mean, that's how I started. I started at Tarworthy Primary School with Andy Linklater. He was the local teacher, and it was the kind of only obvious place you could go and learn at the time. So we started there, and then within a year I started going to the Barncastle Spain Reel. My mum was listening to the radio, washing the dishes at lunchtime, and Robbie Shepherd was on. I think it was Meet You Monday, was one of the Radio Aberdeen programmes that he did at the time, and there was a message for the Barncastle Spain Reel looking for new members, so if you wanted to go along. So my folks said, would you like to go along? So I went along, so it kind of changed my life really.
Yeah.
And so that it's funny begin to hear about Scott Skinner, because they play a lot of his music.
And this area is just full of fiddlers, from wee tiny toty kids. I mean, it's just part of the fabric of the North East.
Well, I mean, just as an example, this weekend past, there was the first ever Tarland fiddle gathering. So there was four tutors, including myself. Margaret Robertson put a lot of work in. It was her efforts. There was Ross Cooper playing, and there was Ewan Rory, Fiona. So we are taught all of the students through the day. So there's about 80 students in the course of the day.
Right.
So, but I mean, some of them had come up from the borders even, but I mean, the bulk of them were from the North East, and there was one wee youngster from Kincardine Castle was there, a wee laddie. He was probably the youngest thing, I think, but keen as mustard. So there's young players coming up. It's great.
It's great. So how about playing a Skinner tune that is very familiar to everybody?
Well, let's see if it would be. There are quite a few that I really will care. I think something like Hector the Hero.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
I mean, it's almost in danger of being so well known that folk are getting sick of it. But I've heard that in BBC, like in BBC One, that was being played at. It was a programme about the First World War and kind of battlefields there, and it was being played as a lament, and it's popular with pipers as well. So it's got an international recognition as a tune now, far beyond Skinner's.
Do you play it too?
No, it's that one I know, but it's a good tune.
Is it A?
We're going to test this boy, see what he's made of. So I'll just start. Just come
Start, and I'll find it.
Anderson.
Thank you very much.
Frank, I'm going to give a wee shout out to a few people. Actually, Paul, there was a message from Bill Kerr. Lovely to see Paul, great violinist. Watched him in Chester, Caledonian Burn Supper, and thereafter on to party at Neston.
I suspect he wasn't quite sober that night because nobody else was. But no, they were great. They were brilliant nights. Honestly, one of the best pub suppers you could go to.
It's been going on for a long time. You go down.
I mean, I've been going since 1997. And I disgraced myself too badly, because I keep getting asked back. But no, it goes in the diary 1 year to another. And these guys are pals now. We've been a lot of familiar faces and a lot of great nights. So.
Well, Bill Kerr remembers it well. Katrina Carther is saying, what a trio tonight. Well, actually, we're joined by news unexpectedly. Anyone know the Hills of Argyll? That was a question. Annie Warren, good morning, Fiona. I'm looking forward to hearing you all this evening. Please could you sing or Frank play the Lochmarie Islands? I think we did that last week, but we'll do it again soon, Annie. Peter Harper, good evening. I hope you saw your concert this evening. You remember me from St Peter's, Fraserburgh. Sometime you have spare time, you must come up and try the award-winning Cafe in the Broch. It's really amazing. Lucky to have it in our town. Have you been to a cafe recently?
Not in the Broch, no, Fraserburgh.
Okay.
Wait, Darwin was it? That's coffee. It's in Darwin.
Can you play some wee tunes?
Yes, why not? Yes.
What are you going to play?
The other end of the spectrum, it's Jimmy Shand, it's this time. Get well soon to a few folk who are recovering well. Anne Houston from her knee replacement. Phyllis Grant, who's going into hospital, wishing you all the best, Phyllis. Ronnie Land, and Morag, my sister, because she needs a big hug as well. And a shout out to Alan Smith, Jean Fakeney, Lindia Mayer, Sharon Logan, Isabel Hatton, and the other Anne Houston, Jimmy Guild, Fiona Smith, Archie Harris, Alistair Gibb, and Elizabeth Jameson. Thank you for all writing in, and we will do that. We've been asked for various requests like get off.
Yep.
Enough already. Enough talking already. That's it. I've been thrown out of better kitchens than this. How about, Niels, you and I do the window, because it's really, because we've turned the camera around, that window, I mean, and I think that's in the shot, that is a little sort of special present I gave to the golfer, which all has all sorts of very nice family meanings in there. And having said that, he skipped off to Barcelona on Thursday. He couldn't get out of the house fast enough. He's been sort of a carer, he says, for about 2 weeks while I've had this injured shoulder, and every time I've said, "Oh, could I just have a glass of water?" He'd go, "Oh, could I just?" So he couldn't get out fast enough. So he won't be watching, don't worry, he's not even remotely interested. But last week, Callum McCall and Niels and I, who wrote this song, which came out of this lovely panel, the stained glass panel. Anyway, we sang it in memory of a lovely lady called Prue Reed. And yes, will we give it a go?
Yeah, I'll keep the instrumental short.
Okay. Okay. You're a field of wheat dancing in the wind. You're everywhere I've ever been. A shimmering dawn, the morning dew. You're the window that the light shines through. You're the window that the light shines through. In the quiet time, I hear you breathe. I feel your heart beat close to me. An endless ocean in your eyes, and an angel walking by your side. Yes, an angel walking by your side. In the cold and dust of this broken place, where dreams and truth can drift away, and simple pleasures go to waste, may love and kindness be with you. My window that the light shines through. May the longest night be your friend. May your summer days always end with joy and laughter, troubles few. May you feel the Spirit walking in you. My window that the light shines through. With your father's smile and your mother's eyes, you're the earth, the wind, the sea, the skies. Sleeping child, I welcome you in everything you ever do. Be the window that the light shines through. You're the window that the light shines through. That is, if it can be seen, it's such a beautiful thing that was created by, I want to say, Sheila McInnes, who's from Orkney originally and worked near Huntly actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's where her workshop was. So it was very nice putting it all together, all the little things that sort of mean something, the music and the golf and the house and the
fish.
And the fish. The can of sardines and mackerel and, yeah, all sorts of nice things. Oh, will you give us a bit of an up-tempo tune? What do you think?
Okay, right. I'll stick with Skinner, I think, just since we're
Yeah.
on a bit of a theme
Yeah.
there.
If you didn't tune in earlier, hopefully Fiona or Steve will pop up the link for tickets for the Music Hall in Aberdeen this Saturday night. Cast of wonderful, hundreds of musicians coming to play, and it's going to be very special, and all to raise funds for this life-size bronze statue of the great man himself, it will be placed in the middle of Bankery.
We thought it might be Scott Skinner Square, but it might be somewhere else. We had someone we thought it was going to be, but then discovered at the council that they who owned the bit. So
The important part.
So we're not exactly sure, but we're aiming for it being unveiled next year, which will be the centenary.
And who's the actual sculptor?
The sculptor's David Anand. He's originally from Inch, actually, but he bides down in Fife, and he's got a few notable statues. There's the Ebony and Angus bull statue at Arthur.
Oh, yes.
He's done one of Mary Queen of Scots. Jim Clark, the famous racing driver, he did one of him. And musically, there's Neil Gow at Burnham, and also Jimmy Shand, which is
Off the Muchty, yes.
yeah. So after Muchty played
Yes.
his greatest hit there just a wee while ago. So we had a look because we've got a committee. We're a registered charity. We have a constitution and all the rest that's required, and we had a look at the various folk that could potentially do the work, and Abby felt that David's work maybe would reflect Skinner's own ideas of how he liked to present himself. So I'd like to think he's going to be happy with it because it looks awful like him.
Yeah.
There's a famous picture for the collection, the Hardin Claymore, and it's him in his kilt with the plaid and the big plaid brooch, and he's got his silver accoutrements like his sporran, silver mounted, and his duck, and he's got the fiddle, and that's really the model for the statue. It's just him.
Oh, but that's
clearly.
great then. Well, wonderful that you're doing it, and wonderful also, I know that Paul is modest, but I'm going to say this, he is a maestro of the fiddle, but also, what he does for charities and what he does for music locally and internationally, just with your playing, is really great. So, hats off, and well done for, making this happen. And
Thank you very much. Well,
we'll do our
I'm
best.
kind of think there. I'm kind of thinking about two things at once, which usually doesn't work for me. Very successful. I kind of rub my belly and pat my head at the same time. So,
Frank does that all the time.
Yes,
He
yes,
does
yes,
that.
yes,
He
yes.
does
Sorry,
that.
that's built into the accordion.
so I'm going to play Forbes Morrison, which
Oh, yes.
we're very well get Skinner's Suspe, and then Gladstone, which appropriately but completely unrelatedly has become one of the most popular session tunes in Ireland. And I think there was quite a famous musician started playing it, and loads of folk have picked up on it. So it's quite nice to hear his stuff being played like that.
Irish pub.
He's easily the best known Scottish fiddler in Ireland. Here we think of like a Neil Gow's the father of Scottish fiddle music, but he's easily the best known Scottish fiddler and composer.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good tune to play. So.
Good tunes are good tunes.
Thank you.
course.
Yes.
You put me on
Are
the
we-
spot. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you don't think you just come here to listen to our concert, for goodness
That's what I
sakes.
thought.
We're letting you off the hook because you just arrived, so we're not going to make you. We're not going to make you do
Something
too much.
nice now you can join in.
Okay. All right. West Coast.
Yes, you can't go wrong with West Coast.
But Paul, you also, I mean, you play such a range of music as well. I mean, you don't feel limited, but because there's so many. I mean, and you write so prolifically. I just don't know how you keep them all in your head.
Oh, I don't know. That's the thing. I was saying to Frank earlier. It's that, I mean, he says, "Oh, you'll be able to play Asker's tunes that we wrote over 700." So I can remember a lot, but there's quite a lot there that you forget if you haven't played it regular.
Yeah.
But I maybe used to play it a lot when I was younger, and I would need somebody to give me a cue, and I was like, I could play that. But if I haven't played it for years, you forget that you actually know it. But it sometimes takes a bit of a cue. But there's a lot
Very
of
technical as well.
some of them are quite very simple actually, but some of them are technically quite demanding because they like to showboat just a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I couldn't play all of my own tunes. But there's stuff I know, but there's stuff I wrote and played it, and then after played it again.
But also I find that, I mean, you find it even with your own songs,
Yeah.
that you
forget the words.
you forget the words, and then you think, oh right, but I mean, you're writing so much and all the time, and then occasionally we're collaborating on things, and
sometimes you change things, when you're writing, and then you change it later, but then when you play it live, you go back again to the way you had it before. And
think about it. Will we try Belfast Girl, because we've all played that together before in D, that I Tell Mama. We'll start with News, then you join in, then Paul join in. We'll just do it. We'll let.
I'll tell them out.
Yeah, but I'll start with News,
Yeah, okay,
and then
that's
you,
fine.
and then
Okay.
I'm being a diva here.
That's okay.
I tell Mama when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. She pulled my hair and stole my coat. That's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a Gordon 1, 2, 3. Please don't you tell me who is she? Woo!
know.
Are we going to get rehearsal for Saturday? We are, yes.
We'll find the time. We'll find the time.
Oh no, it's really great to have you in here. Frank as always. Frank,
Yes.
I'm sorry to say,
Stalwart.
boys, Frank is everyone's favourite. You're the windy. Frank, are you going to finish off with something?
Well, a few,
Nice for
few
us.
reels. How about a few Skinner reels?
Aye,
How about
if you like.
Bankery itself?
Bonnie
Okay,
Bankery.
Bonnie Bankery.
What a treat! Frank Thomson, Paul Anderson, Neil Salders, Bertie, Marjorie, the great astrologer, and yours truly. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Marjorie, could you switch that off? Because I've got the dog. No, the other way. Very nice to see you. It's all very rehearsed, as you can see.
I don't know which bit to hit.
Yes.
Just press your finger on the button.
Okay, it's fine.
Where's the button?
Oh, there.
Oh, finish.